On September 2, 2004, a beloved Islamic spiritual leader was laid to rest in Damascus, Syria.
سماحة العلامة المربي العارف بالله الشيخ أحمد كفتارو.
نبأ وفاة الراحل الدكتور.
As news of the death of Sheikh Ahmed Kuftaro is reported throughout the Arab world, his passing escaped the notice of the Western media. Beyond the often chaotic and emotional spectacle of such funerals is a face of Islam that the media often overlooks. Beyond the rhetoric of East versus West confrontation, there is a path of understanding that Sheikh Kuftaro and so many Muslims like him dedicate their lives to. Damascus is believed to be the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world. It has played an important role in Islamic history since 635 AD, just 3 years after the death of the Prophet Muhammad when invaders from the Arabian Peninsula arrived in Damascus. The city soon became the capital of the Umayyad dynasty in an Islamic empire that stretched from the shores of the Atlantic to the Indus River. Though the political clout of the city began to diminish when the capital was moved to Baghdad with the arrival of the Abbasid dynasty, Damascus has remained an important center of Islamic learning until this day. It was here that Ahmed Kuftaro, the future Grand Mufti of Syria, was born in 1915, son to Sheikh Mohammed Amin Kuftaro, a prominent Muslim scholar of his day. The young Sheikh Ahmed Kuftaro studied under some of the most renowned scholars in Damascus, and in 1938, after the death of his father, he began teaching at Abu Noor Mosque. We spoke to his son and successor at the mosque, Sheikh Salah Kuftaro, just after the traditional 3-day mourning period for his father.
The Abu Noor Foundation, which was recently renamed after its founder, Sheikh Ahmed Kuftaro, started as a small place of worship for no more than 100 worshippers.
In 1951, at the age of 36, Sheikh Ahmed Kuftaro was appointed Mufti of Damascus, and then later, in 1964, he was elected as the Grand Mufti of Syria, the chief Islamic scholar and head religious authority for the entire country.
For the Muslim, there is a pope in every country, Muslim pope. Here in Syria, the Muslim pope is Kuftaro. And Kuftaro is a very open, has a very open mind. He has a very open school, and I think that he is the school.
Sheikh Kuftaro called the Muslims in Syria to the pursuit of knowledge, moral commitment to the universal values of Islam, including respect for religious freedoms and interfaith cooperation. In his later years, the Grand Mufti expanded his message to include the protection of the global environment and a call for American moral leadership in the world. Long before the events of September 11th, Sheikh Kuftaro recognized the need for greater dialogue and cooperation between the East and West.
I met a man that I would say was, in my lifetime, one of the greatest men I ever met. I felt as close to him as if he was a brother. And I think that spiritually, he and I were in the same pocket.
In 1975, the original Abu Noor Mosque was renovated to include the most modern educational and administrative facilities available. Up to 15,000 men and women were now able to attend the Grand Mufti's lectures there. And in addition to primary and secondary education, a College of Sharia Sciences was established, as well as an Arabic language program. Renovations continue to this day, and in 2004 the entire mosque was refinished in white marble just around the time of the Grand Mufti's death.
The late Grand Mufti founded this institution, which by the grace of God became a bright Islamic beacon for the entire world, calling for brotherhood among humanity and dialogue and connection between all kinds of people. This is what Islam teaches, and that's what the late Grand Mufti taught us.